So this is Turok Evolution on the PS2. This is a really fun game. It's a first person shooter. Some of the levels though in the game are actually flying levels. There's not that many of them though. It's just all mainly first person shooting. And it says there is over 15 species of dinosaur that actually breathe, move, think and hunt. So there's the inside, and I'll show you the manual. I'm not sure if there's anything that interesting to see inside, but it's a shame that this camera can't focus, because usually when I show manuals with this camera they look blurry. So yeah, you can swim in the game as well. There's your flight controls. Weapons for the first person shooter mode. Let's see what we've got. A war club, bow, tech bow, pistol, sniper scope, shotgun, grenades, flat check gun. I think that shoots out like metal, like steel rods or something. And there's some more. And some more. More pickups. And more pickups. There's some of the enemies. Got a raptor, slag troops, sniper. Dinosaur, Perlin and Captain Bruckner, who I guess you may fight at the end of the game. I don't know. Anyway, so let's take a look at Turok Evolution on the PlayStation 2. So yeah, I think this is a really great game, although it does have a few flaws. I'll talk about the flaws first. At least on the PAL version, you've got like a big black border at the top of the screen and at the bottom of the screen, which is pretty annoying, and there doesn't seem to be any way of getting rid of that. There's no 60Hz option. The other thing is that sometimes while you're playing the game, the gameplay will just kind of pause for like a second, and then it will get going again. I don't know if that's something to do with the frame rate completely dropping or whatever, I don't know. There's also a lot of loading screens throughout the game as well, and the most annoying thing of all is that every time you die, before you can start playing the game again, you've got to wait through a loading screen. Graphics aren't that great. I suppose they're probably below average. But you know, whatever. So yeah, you're mainly fighting against these like half reptile, half people creatures. But there's also a lot of other animals in the game as well. You've got dinosaurs, monkeys, frogs, crocodiles, stuff like that. Enemy forces have sighted. Battalion stand by. The music in the game is great, I've got to say. Sound effects are pretty good as well. You get these flying stages. It's not just all first person shooting. You don't get that many of the flying stages in the game, but I think that's a good thing, because I'm not really that keen on them. Mainly the reason why I'm not keen on them is because I suck at them. Yeah, I just find it quite hard trying to control the bird, and it's hard aiming at things as well.
We got enemy flyers coming in!
So you do get to fight against a lot of interesting creatures. You get a lot of interesting weapons in the game as well. You've got like a flamethrower. Let's see what else. I can't remember now. You've got like bow and arrows. I love those. You've got dark matter cubes, anti-gravity guns. You've got all sorts of different stuff. And usually every time you start a level, you'll already have some weapons, but you can find some weapons throughout the level as well. And most, if not all, of the weapons will have a secondary fire, so you just press L2 to activate the secondary fire. So for example, with this bow and arrow, if you activate the secondary fire, you'll get explosive arrows instead of just the basic ones. Sometimes throughout levels you'll have to collect these keys and it will open up certain parts so you can make progress through the level. Nothing too complicated. Thankfully, there are a lot of med kits throughout the game, and med kits just basically give you health. Yeah, the weird thing about this game is that you can't reload your weapons. That did feel very weird at first, because I'm so used to being able to reload your weapon in first-person shooters, but in this one, for some reason you can't. But after a while, you just don't notice it. So yeah, I think this is the 4th Turok game in the series. You've got like Turok 1, 2 and 3 on the N64, and then I think this one came out. But I mean, this game, it makes such a refreshing change over most of the other first-person shooters that are out. The game doesn't have too many bugs, I don't think. The game is it's definitely a challenge. It's pretty damn hard, actually. It will kick your ass a lot. I'm actually completely stuck on it at the moment. Ammo is quite plentiful throughout the game as well as the health. So this is one of the many innocent animals in the game. You can kill them, but you don't have to. Personally, I'd never bother with killing them, because even though it's just a game, I'd feel guilty about killing them, so I never do. I really love these jungle levels. They're nice and colourful and bright. So yeah, I think this is a really fun game. Just great. I totally recommend it. If you've got an Xbox or a GameCube, then I'm sure you'll be better off getting like the Xbox version or the GameCube version. I know it's definitely on the Xbox. I'm not sure about the GameCube. I think it is. But yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.
Oh my God!